What's up, guys? This is going to be a review of my Traxxas 16 Scale Summit. I've had this for a few years and I've found it very enjoyable, but at the same time I've noticed a few flaws that I'd like to point out in this video. Alright, let's get started. Let's talk about performance. So right off the bat, this car is going to give you a brushed Traxxas system. The 10th scale brushed motor, the Titan 12-turn 550, paired with the XL 2.5 speed controller. That will give you pretty good performance for the price. Top speeds will be looking around 30 miles per hour also. This car is also 4-wheel drive right out of the box. It's a pretty solid RC. Now let's start talking about one of the upgrades I did. I was having a problem with the stock drive shafts that come with the car, and so I decided to upgrade to the Traxxas E-Revo steel dog bones. And I did that because the pins of the plastic axles kept popping out, and it cost me a lot of money, and so I just decided to bite the bullet and get the steel drive shafts. Now, one thing to note when buying these is they might pop out of their black socket right there. And if they do, just take the tire off, adjust the camber, slide it back into its socket, and readjust the camber the way it was, and it'll be fine for the next run. Another problem that I had with this car at one point was the steering servo. It did explode. Well, smoke started pouring out, and a black hole was found on the side of it, so I guess that counts. I also had the ESC fail on me, but that I'm going to leave as a mechanical failure, and it probably won't happen again. I haven't had many problems with this thing, but mostly the axles and the steering servos. Recently, I've noticed that the car has started getting slower, so I think the motor's about to probably go. I do plan on upgrading to the VXL brushless system at some point. Hopefully that'll get us greater speed. I'm also planning to mess around with the pinion gears and see if we can make this thing reach 50. Now, of course, if you're going to have an RC for 8 years, the tires are going to start getting worn, so I'm also going to have to replace the tires on this. But let's talk about its high center of gravity and the tendency to roll over. So I have learned to drive this thing pretty well by now, but I still flip it, and that's because when you're going pretty high speed and you turn this, it will roll. The body has a ton of body roll to this car, and so it will go up on 2 wheels and flip over. That's one thing that you want to watch out for when buying this car. You can adjust the suspension. It is fully adjustable, so you can do that. But if you want off-road, this is your car. Another thing I really like about this car is how durable it is. Now, the axles is one thing, but the car itself, I haven't had any bumpers break or anything, or the A-arms. They've all just held up super well for 8 years. Now again, this car is it's a lower end model, but I think it's great for the beginner who wants to get into RC. So my plans for this are to try to make it a faster car than it is right now by upgrading it to brushless. So hopefully you guys like this review video that I just did. So stay tuned, subscribe, and like for more cool RC vids. See you later.